Hello guys, today we'll be looking at how to study construction drawing. Now the first one here that we're having is site plan. This is how site plan looks like. The site plan actually shows you the total area or the total size of your land. Is that clear? And then here now, the size of our land here now is 30 meter by 30 meter. If you look at it closely, you have 30 meter here. This is 30 meter. This is our 30 meter, then by 30 meter again. This is the other size of it. This is 30 meter also. So this is the total size of our land. And then what we're having here now is now the proposed building. This is how our building is going to look like inside. You know, there's going to be a particular place that you're going to be erecting your building. Your building can actually cover the whole land. Is that clear? So this is our site plan. And then the next one here is our floor plan. This is our floor plan. And then as you can see, this floor plan here is irregular shape. You can see it here in this area. We have setback. Exactly, we have setback and recess. So it is not actually a regular shape. And then this is 3-bedroom bungalow. So now what's going to be the size of this land now? You look at it. Like in our last video where we talked about studying a plan, where we talked about the keynote to put into consideration while studying a plan. We talked about method of dimension. So if you look at this plan now, we're going to look at the method of dimension here. Is it in to in or out to out? If you look at this closely, you can see this particular line here. Trace it down. You're going to see that it's actually starting from the outer part of this floor plan. Is that clear? Then trace it to the other side also. Trace it to the other side. You can see. Can you see it here? Trace it down. You're going to see that it's ending at the at the outer part of this floor plan. Then likewise the other side again. If you look at this side here now, it's also starting from this side, from the outer part of this floor plan, then to this other side also, to the outer part of the plan. So after that now, you're going to look at the unit of measurement. Is it in millimeter or in meter? Now the size of this floor plan now is in millimeter. The dimension is given in millimeter. That's why we have this 15,000. We have this 15,225. That's the length of the floor plan, and then is in millimeter. Then if you look at the side, you have 11,000. Here we have 11,420. That is the width of this floor plan. So now looking at it now, you already know that the unit of measurements here is in millimeter. Exactly. And then the other thing again you're going to look at is the partition. Look at the partitions too. Is there any place that we use 225 mm blocks, or are we using 225 mm block all through, or there are areas where 150 mm blocks are being used? How do you note that, or how do you look at that? If you look at this partition here now, this partition here that is separating the bedroom from this WC, if you look at it closely, this partition here, trace it up. Trace this partition up. You're going to see that we're having 225 mm block here. This is 225 mm. You understand? So it's telling you the thickness of that, the thickness or the size of that partition. Then if you also look at this partition here, trace it up, you're going to see that we're also having 225 mm block here. So virtually in all of the partitions they use 225 mm size of block. Is that clear? Then let's check the other partitions also. So here now, this partition here now, if you trace it outside also, it is 225 mm block they use. There is no 150 mm block here. Exactly. Look at it here, 225 mm block. This is it, 225 mm block. So this partition here now, that you're seeing, it is 225 mm block. And then likewise this other one here, this is another partition also. These are another partition, and then the thickness of it is also 225 mm block. So looking at this floor plan now, the method of dimension here is out to out, and then while the unit of measurement is in millimeter, and then our partition, they actually use 225 mm blocks all through the building. So there's no any area that 150 mm blocks are being used. And then we said, this is our floor. This is our floor plan. This is our floor plan here. You can see it's even indicated. This is our floor plan. So after the floor plan now, the next one here is our roof structure. So this is our roof plan also. So this one now will tell you how your roof is going to look like. That's the roof design at the end of the construction. And then the dimensions too are also there. All of these dimensions will help you to do the roof taking off. Is that clear? And then after the roof plan, the next one here, we have our elevations. So the elevation now will tell you the design of the building, how the building is going to look like at the end of the construction. As you can see here now, here we have the northern facade, which is referred to as the front elevation, and then here we have the back elevation. So at the end of this construction, this is how this building is going to look like. So this elevation also help you to, it helps you to know the other external designs that are on the building, because the floor plan can actually give you the external designs there, but with the help of this elevation, you're going to see the other designs that we have there. And then this is the right side elevation. So this is the left side elevation. And then this is our section. Is that clear? So one thing about this section is that this section is very, very important. A building plan without a section, there is nothing you can do with that building. Only if you want to make an assumption, and then your assumption must be reasonable. Is that clear? But every plan has to come with what section. Now, why is this section important? This section is important because you're going to get the height of your building from this section here. Is that clear? The floor plan can never tell you that, okay, what's it called? The floor plan can never tell you that the height of your building, is 5 meter or is 3 meter or is 2 meter. Is that clear? But with the help of this section, you're going to see what the size or the height of your building is. And also, it will also tell you the height of your roof. Is that clear? It will also tell you the height of your roof. Now, if you look at this now, at this point, we have 3.4, this 3,415 millimeter. The dimension is also in millimeter. So this is telling you the size or the height of your building here. And likewise, in this area, we have 4,250 as the height of this other side here. So automatically, there's going to be there's a step up, either a step up or a step down that has made this the height to be different. Exactly. And then if you also look at the height of our roof here, the height of our roof here is 4,873. This is the height of the roof. If you are converting this to meter now, that's going to give you 4.873. Exactly. That's going to give you 4.873. So with the help of this section, you will be able to know the height of your plan. Sorry, with the help of this section, you'll be able to know the height of your building, and then likewise the height of your roof. And also, if you look at it here now, these are the informations that are required or that are needed in your foundation. Exactly. So your section will also help you, to provide some of those informations needed in your foundation. So here now we have 25 mm thickness of floor finishes. Exactly. And then we have 150 mm thickness of oversight concrete. And then we have 600 mm thickness of hardcore. We have 225 by 450 mm thickness of foundation footing. And then we have deepness of foundation should be determined by the site engineer. So these informations are very, very important also, because that's what's going to help you to carry out, your foundation work. And then here we have our schedules. We have the doors schedules and the window schedule. So this doors and window schedule tells you the kind of doors that we are going to be using, the size of the doors and windows, the locations where they are expected to be fixed, and then the numbers of the doors and window schedules. From your schedule here, you're going to get the total number of doors that are needed, and then the total number of windows that are needed. Now, if you look at this one here now, in our door schedule here, we have the diagram. So these are the designs. Is that clear? These are the designs of our doors. And then here we have the symbols. This first one here is referred to as door 1. Then this other one here is referred to as door 2. Then why this other one here is referred to as door 3. Now you look at it, the location. This is where these doors are going to be fixed. The door 1 is expected to be at the main entrance and the master living room. Is that clear? And then we have just one master living room. Then we have one main entrance. So that gives us the total number of what? 2 of this door 1. Is that clear? And then why to the door 2? We have the location now of this door 2 is at bedrooms. So in our bedrooms, we have 3 bedrooms, like we said earlier, it's 3-bedroom bungalow. So we're going to be having this kind of doors in what? In our bedrooms. So that gives us the total number of what? 3. And then the third one also, this is door 3, which is also telling you the location. So in this door 3 now, we're going to be fixing it in kitchen, toilet, store, and sit out. So the total number of this door here now is what? 7. Exactly. And then we now have what? Description. We have description. This is the kind of doors. This is the description of the door. This is what? Iron security double door fixed in iron frame. Exactly. So if you are going to provide these doors now, you have to make sure that the door you are going to supply is in line with this description. Else there's going to be a problem there's going to be a problem between you and your client. You understand? Then we now have our window schedule also. These are window schedule. Here we have window 1, we have window 2, exactly, we have window 3, and likewise we also have window 4. These are window 4 here. Then we have this is the location. The window 1 is going to be in our living room and master living room. Then while the window 2 is going to be in our kitchen, the window 2 is going to be in the kitchen, and then the window 3 is going to be in master bedroom and bedrooms and the other bedrooms. Then while the window 4 is going to be in toilets, in toilet and then store. So in this window 4, we have total number of 5. That's the number required. Then window 3, we have total number of 5 also. And then this one, we have total number of just 1. And then while here, we have total number of 6. So doors and window schedule also helps you to easy, your task for you. Because the moment you check on your doors and window schedule, then you just have to come back here. You just have to come to this place, pick it up, and then make use of it. Exactly. But then the next thing here we have is mechanical fittings. These are our mechanical plan. This is where you're going to see the areas where we have the WCs. You understand? Like here now in our toilets here, we have a WC here. You can see it. We have WC here. You're going to have WC also here in this toilet. We have floor drain. This is floor drain. This thing that I see here, this is floor drain. This is floor drain in our toilet. Then we also have another WC here. That's the other toilet here. We have the WC, we have the floor drain also. So with the help of this, you will be able to to tackle the mechanical fittings in your building. And then here is the legend. You understand? Here is the legend. So looking at all of these symbols here, your legend will tell you what the symbols stands for. You understand? Here we have, this is our legend here. These are the symbols, these are the name. Exactly. These are washing sink, expected to be in the kitchen. We have our water closet, which is the WC. We have the washing hand base. We have the bathtub. Then we have the floor drain here. Exactly. And then the next item here, or the next plan here is what? Is our electrical fittings. So with the help of this electrical fittings or this electrical plan, you're going to see the areas where we have, the bulbs, the switches, the fan, the DB, and and everything like that, wall socket and every other thing. So with the help of this electrical fittings or this electrical plan rather, you're going to see all those areas. You understand? And then it also comes along with its own legend. This is the legend here. So this is the legend. These are the symbols here. These are the symbols, and then these are the names. Exactly. We have the names here. You can see. So with the help of this legend, any of this symbol you looked at from your drawing, just go towards, you quickly go to your legend. You quickly go to your legend so you can know the meaning or the name of that particular symbol. Exactly. And then the last but not the least here is our foundation detail. This is our foundation detail. Here we have the pit foundation. Here we have the pit foundation here. These are pit foundation. And then here we have trench foundation. So we're going to be using this. You're going to be using this plan here or this one here for your trench excavations. While this other pit foundation, we're going to be using this for our pit excavation. So this is all we need to know about a construction drawing before you dive into what measurement. If you don't really understand the drawing, then there is no way you can do that measurement properly or perfectly. So as a quantity surveying student that you are, you should be able to properly study your drawing. When a drawing is presented before you, the first thing to do is to study the drawing perfectly before you move into construction. So don't forget to follow for more videos. Once again, comment, like, and share.